Hey everybody, this is Herschel Fromm from High School Top 200. First off, this game preview of the Polson Banner is brought to you by Fine Line Barbers, my boy Vinny. Jump down to Alexander Street in Hamilton if you're ever here. Go get a haircut from Vinny. He'll hook you up and drop High School Top 200, and then you'll get a discount off your fade. My glasses is not a prop. I'm not trying to look intelligent. I actually wear glasses, and I wear contacts, and that's probably why you're thinking why are his eyes always red. And that's the reason why I'm always wearing contacts. And first off, before I do the preview, I just want everybody to know that I know, and I do this a lot, and people always ask me the questions, I know who family members are of the players that are playing right now. I don't mention who the guy's brother is, or the guy's cousin is, or the guy's father is, or who their mum is, or uncle, or who they're related to that is famous. I don't mention them because I don't really have a purpose to. I mean, if you already know who they are, then they don't need any limelight. Like, I'm here to highlight the kid, not the parents. So even though I don't mention who they are, it doesn't mean that I don't know who they are. Like, I already know that they have famous relatives, or relatives that we already know, but I'm not here for that, so I don't mention them. Okay, so like, don't get annoyed that I don't mention that his father or brother or cousins is this person, because I already know. I just don't really care that much, to be honest. Like, I'm here for the boy. I'm here for the player, the talent. Okay, so please stop telling me that stuff and stop asking me in a real sarcastic way, but you know who his dad is like, yeah, I don't care. I'm here for the kid. I'm here for the talent. He's the talent now. The father, the brother, whatever, they already had their time. So I'm here for that. Okay, just to get that out of the way. So back to this preview. Both of these teams, to me, are pretty even right now. Their rankings, Napier's just slightly ahead of Palmy Boys, because Napier's been doing a bit better lately than what Palmy Boys has. Palmy Boys started really strong, and so they should, because they do have a really good squad. They do have a lot of good players. Napier Boys have had some problems and had some troubles throughout this year, and they are finally getting it together. It is a bit too late within the season, because they can basically count out. Well, both of them really, I think, can probably count their chances out within the Super 8 and also the top 4. But this Polson Banner does mean something. This is a meaningful game, and something that I think is great that they're showing on TV as well. Like, if we went through the rosters, and I would start with Palmy Boys first. Michael Ioane will be there, Tiara Kitapuni will be there, and Wesley Vaikoso. And that to me is a very, very talented front row. It is very talented. And Tiaraki can actually come back next year, and Michael's year 12, and he'll come back as well. But like, that is a very massive front row. And then to have Wesley, who's under 18 league, and what he offers as a runner, and just a big body, and a guy that can blow out rucks and stuff, like, that's massive. Araki had a really good, really impressive Hurricanes camp as well, and making the team and all that kind of stuff too, and he's really lifted his game. I don't think he'll be back next year, but he does have that age eligibility to come back. That would be a good battle up front with Napier if Tim Farrell plays. I know Tim Farrell's been injured in and out of this year in different games, but last week they started with Cam Huiata, as well as Tyrone Thompson and Fusito Samati. Yeah, Sumati was the one that was starting at prop and for Tim. If Tim comes back, then it's evened up. If Tim's not there, then I would give that front row battle to Palmy boys because just the more experience, more bulk, a bit more fitter around the field. But then if Tim comes back, Tim actually blows that out of the water because he is such a dominant prop, and their captain as well. So like that also adds to it. Toby Holden, Hunter Harding, and Josh, like Josh at blindside. What's his name? Boxer. Like all three of them are like really tall. Like I was actually surprised at how tall they actually were. And so like in terms of lineouts and options to throw to, like I think that would be a really hard one if they were able to get all three of them up and throwing in those combinations and different things like that. Like that would be a pretty tricky one and a real good asset to have those three as jumpers. Will Tremaine would be the main guy, the main ball hunter, but he's going to kind of be alone. I think Nick Hudson is the other one that might be in there at number 8 because Jack Vaimoli will be on the bench, I think. And Josh Giblett, like he's going to be the man soon, so keep an eye out for him. But Will Tremaine at open side, he's going to have to battle with, Braden Iose, who would probably be New Zealand secondary schools, Martine Ruawai, who I think has a shot at New Zealand secondary schools as well, and maybe Barbarians, and then Mackenzie Tansley, who I think is kind of an up and comer. So Will has to get the best out of Nick and Josh to back him up, because with Martini, Mackenzie, and Braden, that is just a bit too much for just one person. The back line, I think, for Napier is going to have to, like, if Mitch isn't in there, I really don't give these guys a shot if Mitch is not in there at second 5. For me, Mitch and Al Moimoisia will have to be there at second 5 and centre, and then Nathan will be pushed out onto the wing as well, and it just gives them a bigger midfield for them to work with. It's going to be a good battle for for the year 11s, because Zahn Sullivan and Stuart Cruden are going to be going at it as year 11 first fives, and really good guys who are coming up, and so that will be a battle to watch. But the midfield is going to be the important one, and if you had Mitch and Drew, that gives the whole team a big bolster in what you can expect from the team in terms of attacking and defense as well, because both of them are massive. Both of them can run and tackle, and then Palmy boys have to have Leighton Ralph and James Stratton, from my perspective, on an attack as well as some defense. The last time I saw them was at Boys High, and they had nothing in terms of attack in the back line. And for me, if you had Leighton Ralph and James Stratton, and then have Jacob Talamalval if he's back from injury, because I'm not too sure if he's back, but if he's back from injury, then I would have Leighton and James in the second 5 and centre, and then have Stuart run him around. Maybe Ben Nixon, maybe have him either at fullback if Jacob's not there, or just have him as a wing fullback, just to take care of take some of the pressure off, and then use his kicking game as well. I think it would stack up this way. I think that's how they would have it, and that's the way that I would put it out there as well with both of the squads. For me, I am picking Palmy boys to take this one, and it's not going to be by much. It's going to be like a 17-13 kind of game. But yeah, I'm taking Palmy boys in this one. So let's watch the game tomorrow, see how it goes, see how everything throws down, and good luck to you boys. Good luck to you boys, and for some of you that are playing in your last one, put everything that you have into it. Leave that pride out on the out on the field, and no punch ups, please. We don't want to see that. All right, peace.